Welcome to Make Sylacauga Healthy Again. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathan Douglas. On today's show, I have one of my favorite people in town. She's quite amazing in lots of ways, and so we're going to be having two discussions. But the first discussion is something we talk to patients about quite a lot, which is health journeys. So people have health scares, and one thing that always surprises me is sometimes they'll have amazing things that change in their health, and it motivates them like crazy, and they just change their whole life and become different people. And then other people have something that happens to them, and it scares them for a week, or it scares them for 2 weeks, and then after that they kind of forget about it, and they just go back to the old habits. We're going to talk to someone who's been successful at changing things in her life diet-wise, and maybe you'll see some of your journey in her, and it'll help motivate you. Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. I've got Mirtha Puente here with me today. She's one of my favorite people because I love her daughter so much. Rosa helped us start that pickleball group, and Brent is one of my favorite people. And so,
mine too.
In a small town, you form these connections. You almost become more like family than just friends. And so I'd say that they're more like that, and you are too by association. But we're going to talk a little bit about being an amazing grandparent. But today, to start with, we're talking about kidney stones. She's an expert on kidney stones.
Yep.
Does not want to be an expert.
No.
Nobody wants to be an expert on kidney stones.
No.
Tell me about kidney stones.
Okay, well, my name is Mirtha Puente, and I want to tell you a little bit of my background so you can understand why I do what I do. I was born in Cuba, and I came to the States in 1980. I lived in New Jersey, and being that I was raised in a communist country, we lacked a lot of things. They had control of everything, what we ate, the places we went to, all that stuff. So when we got here to the United States, I was introduced to a lot of food that I never tasted before, like those good food, like donuts.
Good tasting food, yes.
Donuts and sticky buns and all that crazy stuff. Well, it wasn't long enough that I got very sick. I started having issues with allergies, and my skin started breaking. And I knew it was related to the diets, but those things you never had, and you want to eat more and more. Well, we moved from Jersey because my allergies were killing all of us, and we came to Florida, and that's where I went to school, and I met my husband Tony, and the Lord blessed us with two wonderful children. When I was in my early 20s, I started having this pain. I mean, it was like having birth pains. And so I said, let's see. I went to the doctor, and the doctor says, yeah, you do have kidney stones. You have to change diets. I'm like, what? The things I like to eat, I have to change? And I did for a little while. And, we think that, oh, yeah, they're going to go away, and they're never going to come back. Well, that is not the case with kidney stones. After you have them, then I started producing them again, and every time I ate something, I had consequences. So
how fast would you notice consequences?
Oh, right away.
Right away.
Right away.
Okay.
It's I was spotting, or my back pain, or I always felt something like crawling from my back to my front.
Okay.
And so I did change a lot of things in my diet because I was just getting them all the time. I did a lot of teas, and I did other stuff, and they went away. But if I cheated, I got them back again.
What would cheating look like? What was something that would get you?
Cheating was having ice cream, chocolate, coffee, sugars, things like they taste very good, but they're not very good for your body. And then that's when I really started having some serious changes in my diet. It was like 2 or 3 years later that my husband started getting very sick. And so we went to the doctor, and he was having a pain in his back, and he couldn't breathe. So we thought it was just, he played football, so we thought it was a football-related injury or something. And we went like that for a whole year, and he wasn't getting any better. He was getting worse, and medicine and nothing helped him. So the primary doctor told us that I think we have to send you to UM, the University of Miami, to see what's happening. So when we were there, I remember it was December 27th, right after Christmas. So we were just, what you do in Christmas, all the eating and all that stuff.
Yes.
And so when we got in there, it was, they put him in a room, and they injected him with this, it's like a syrup, a honey syrup. They put him, hooked him to a monitor, and right away, those cells started having a party where the cancer was. They told us that, yes, you do have plasmacytoma, which is a blood cancer that manifests in your bone. He had it on T8. Anyways, this doctor was a Chinese doctor. He was very well known in Miami and the university, and he told him, he says, you're too fat. That's what he told him.
I love that, and that is something that we've been taught not to do, but I feel like that's one of the most useful things you could possibly do, because they say if somebody tells you the truth, they care about you, and if they don't, they care about themselves. And so I sometimes get in a little bit of trouble with that, because I tell people, they have knee pain, let's say, and they're like 350 pounds, and you say, wonder why you have knee pain. I mean, you got too much weight on your knees. That's sometimes the answer, right?
Yes.
It really is. Okay, so they told him he was too fat.
He's too fat, and he says to him, I can help you get better with the treatments that I'm going to give you. But if you want to get cured, you have to change your diet.
I love it.
And so, of course, I went home. I got all those things that you get at Christmas, tossed them away, threw them away, and I got up myself a piece of notebook, and I wrote down everything we were going to eat. Mondays through Sundays, make plans, started buying healthy stuff, the organic stuff, even though my husband
real
was...
food.
Real food.
Yes.
Food.
Yes.
And I started researching what to do to help him with this cancer, because we wanted to increase his immune system, not just to put a bandage in the cancer.
Sure.
And so I started doing a lot of green juices. I bought myself a NutriBullet, and every color, vegetables, green the best.
Right.
And so I put them in there, and I gave it to him. And I thought, this is the answer, it's going to get good. Well, he held his nose, and he started gagging, because he was like, I'm not going to take this. I said, you need to take this. Yes. So I started adding one fruit at this whole green mixtures. Yes. And he started liking it. It did not take, it wasn't like, okay, ice cream. It was not.
It's never going to be like ice cream, though.
It tasted bad, but it was good for him. So we were doing it at the very beginning of breakfast time, lunch, and dinner. And I praise the Lord Jesus that since 2008, my husband has been in remission.
That's amazing.
Now, it doesn't mean that he doesn't do things that, he sometimes do things that he's not supposed to, but we will have consequences. And this is how God have created our bodies so well that you need to listen to your body. If you eat something that it doesn't agree with you, do not eat it anymore. Substitute it. We live in a country that has so much choices that we can go and buy things. And well, if I don't like, I can't drink coffee, but I love roasted dandelion. It is black like coffee. It doesn't taste like coffee, but it cleanses my liver. So I put some good, something good in it, and it tastes just like coffee. So make these changes that are going to help your body get better.
I appreciate you being on today. That was amazing.
Goodness.
That was
pleasure.
amazing. I don't know that I can sum that up any better. is so amazing for me to see, because we work with people all the time and I do see amazing health journeys, but most people really struggle to make those changes. And even with serious things, they do. But my main message from what you said is that she has consequences when she eats something. Her husband has consequences when she, and everybody thinks, oh, that's not me. I don't have those consequences. You know what you do? You have the same consequences. You just haven't hit that point yet. When it's going to get you. And if you can stop before it hits you, it's so much better.
It's so much better.
Yes.
You don't have to go through that trials, and it's hard when, especially someone tells you you have cancer. It's you don't know what to do. You think your world's coming down, and it's something that you're doing that you can prevent. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get it, but it's you can help.
At least do everything you can.
Yes, to feel better.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
You did so great.